This tutorial demonstrates how to run a search for applicants for a contract job using attributes, text searching, fields, and the availability diary. When searching for applicants in the database, you can use a combination of criteria such as the CV for text searching, attributes from the applicant's record, fields such as job title, address, salary and rates, etc. And when searching applicants for a contract or a temp job, you can search through the applicant's availability diary to find people that are available to work for that job. In our example, the client Dodgy Deals has given us a sales role to fill, and we now want to run a search in the database to find potential applicants for this job. The first step is to open the job. Next, we'll review the job requirements so that we understand what we're searching for. The type of job is for a sales consultant. We can see that it's a contract job starting on the 4th of March 2013, running for 6 months and located in Basingstoke, Hampshire. The location field is filled in with the postcode from the work address, which can be used for radius searching later. In the lower part of the screen, on the Contract Info tab, we can see that the charge unit has been set to day, and the charge rate is £150 a day, and the pay rate is £100 a day. We'll move to the Scheduling tab next. On here you can see the shifts required for the job, which are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5:30. When searching from a contract job, the database will search the applicant's availability diary to find available applicants based on the job start and end dates and the shift pattern. We'll move to the Attributes tab next. On this tab, you add in the attributes that define what's required to do the job. The database will then match the job attributes with attributes on the applicant's record. On this particular job, we've added the attributes of degree, marketing, sales consultant. When searching using more than one attribute, you will need to tell the database which of the attributes the applicant must match in order to come up in the search results. This is done using a system of set numbers to group the attributes together to define the search using ands or ors. The rule is that if the set numbers are the same as each other, the search will use an or. If the set numbers are different to each other, the search will use and. The numbers assigned are not important as they don't prioritize the search, they just define whether the search will use and or. Let's look at this in more detail with some examples. When adding attributes to the job, the database automatically assigns the set number 0 to each attribute. This means that the search defaults to an or, and in our example would find applicants that have the attributes of degree, or marketing, or sales consultant. However, the attribute set numbers can be changed using the set button on the right. We'll do this now, changing the set numbers so that they are different to each other. The search will now find applicants that have the attributes of degree and marketing and sales consultant. This time we'll change the set numbers so that they are the same for marketing and sales consultant but different for degree. Now the search will find applicants that have a degree and marketing or sales consultant. Remember, the actual numbers you assign to attributes are irrelevant. In this example, the combination of set numbers would still find degree or marketing or sales consultant because all of the set numbers are the same as each other. In this example, the combination of set numbers would still find degree and marketing and sales consultant because all the set numbers are different to each other. And lastly, this combination of set numbers would still find marketing or sales consultant and degree. We've set up the job attributes. Next we'll look at how we can incorporate a CV text search as well. This is done by typing the words you want to find in CVs in the CV keywords text box below. We've put the words field sales in speech marks to ensure that these words are found as a phrase on the CV. Before we run the search, it is important to save the job changes so far. Then click on the Match button. This opens up the Applicant Availability Match screen. At the top in the Job Details section, you can confirm the details of the job you're searching from. The Date and Time Details section contains the date range and shifts from the jobs that you are searching on. These can be amended if required by unticking the box Use Job Schedule. Under Search Options, you can run a number of basic searches, but we're going to choose Doesn't Matter, and then include other items to search on like the CV, attributes and so on. This is done by clicking the Browse button on the right to open up the Applicant Search and Match screen. This screen is divided in two halves to display columns for searching on the left and attributes and CV keywords on the right. The information on this screen has been pulled through from the job. We'll look in more detail at the information on the right. Here are the attributes from the job. These can be amended if required using the Add and Delete buttons. Any changes to the attributes here will not alter the attributes currently assigned to the job. The set numbers can be amended here as well, and you can also search on the attribute grades, effective and expiry dates, and notes if required. At the bottom on the right are the keywords you are searching for in the CV. You can now expand on the text search by using the additional functions such as synonym searching, stemming, phonic and fuzzy searches. We'll move on now to look at the left-hand side of the screen. At the top you will see a number of standard columns that are automatically added when searching from a job. These columns match information from fields on the applicant's record, and the values to match on are based on the job requirements. Currently the column Applicant Status is selected. The default values to match on are live or new. This means that any applicants which have the value live or new set on their record in the Applicant Status field would be matched. We're going to change the value to just live. This is done by changing the information in column details in the bottom left of the screen. The applicant status field is a lookup field, which means that we can click the Browse button to change the values. Next, we'll click on the column Employment Type at the top. You can see that the default value is set to Contract. This is because the job we're searching from is a contract job, therefore the value is set to Contract automatically. This will match any applicants that have contracts set in the Employment Type field on their record. This could be changed in column details if required, but in this example we'll leave it as the default. And we'll click on Location next. This is used for geographical searching if you don't have the radius searching option available, and will match applicants based on the values in this location. In this example, Basingstoke, Hampshire. We'll select Centre Location next. This is also used for geographical searching, but this time we can run a radius search, which defaults to 50 kilometres from the Centre Location field. Although this value says Basingstoke, Hampshire, it is actually searching on the postcode relating to this location. These are the standard columns added for you, but any or all of them can be deleted using the Delete and Delete All buttons if required. You can also add additional columns for searching using the Add Column button. This now displays a list of all the columns from the applicant's record that can be included in the search. In our example, the job's pay rate is £100 per day. So we're going to include in the search the column that allows us to match applicants where their rate is 100 or less. We'll filter in the column name column to find all fields starting with rate. And choose the rate column column type numeric. In column details, we can now specify what it is we're searching for by changing the operator to less than equal and then typing the value 100. Notice that next to each column is a set number. The same set numbering rules we looked at earlier for attributes applies to columns as well. If the set numbers are the same, the search uses OR, and if they are different, the search uses AND. So in our example, the columns would match applicants where the applicant status is live, and the employment type is contract, and the applicant lives in Basingstoke, Hampshire, or within 50 kilometres of Basingstoke, Hampshire, and their rate is 100 or less. Click on the Custom Column button to add your own custom column fields to the Search and Match screen. These are your own fields that you've defined on the applicant record on the Custom Columns tab. All of the information on the Search and Match screen has to be matched in order for the applicant's search results to come up. The columns on the left have to match, and all of the attributes on the right, as well as the CV keywords in the bottom right. We're now ready to run the search, which is done by clicking the Return button to go back to the Applicant Availability Match screen. Then click Run. The search results are output into the Applicants Found screen. All applicants that match the search criteria are listed on the top of the screen. Further information is displayed along the bottom on the tabs. On the right of the screen in card view, contact details are displayed. The search results in the Applicants Found screen are not saved anywhere in the database, so if we were to close down this screen, we would lose the list. In order to save the search results for the job, we can now add the search results into the review list screen. The review screen is available as soon as the job is created and is used to compile a list of potential applicants. We'll click on Add All to Review List to copy the search result. Next, we'll view the review list. The review list screen now opens with our search result copied in. The top half of the screen lists the applicants that match the search criteria, and again additional information can be displayed on the tabs along the bottom, with the contact details on the right in the card view. For more detailed information on the review list screen, please watch the review list tutorial. The review list can be reopened from any job record by clicking the review list button. It can also be opened from the applicant's record by clicking the review list button here. This time you will see what jobs the applicant has been reviewed for. In this tutorial we looked at searching applicants from a contract job, configuring set numbers for attributes, adding CV keywords for text searching, the applicant availability match screen to search for available applicants, the applicant search and match screen to refine our search, and the review list screen to view our search results.